We're good. All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Okay, we're getting started, everyone. Ruben, they cannot hear you in this room. I can only hear you on this laptop. So everyone, Ruben is looking to get started on Zoom, and we're about to begin the class.
All right. Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today we have a really, really good session with Christy Kennelly. You all know her, and she's going to be going over video CMAs and more. So without further ado, I'll send it over to Christy. You're on mute. One second, folks.
Okay, I'm hoping, Ruben, you are able to see my full screen.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, great. Are you able to see the full, we're not sharing. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing my presentation.
We're good.
And let's see. Great. So on Zoom, I think they're going to see a slightly different. I'm just sorry, still working out a couple technical things.
You're good. That's good.
Actually, but it's different here. So give me 1 second. So Zoom's going to get a slightly different presentation. Hold on. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Let me just see if I can go to automatic here. And we'll just sort of leave it the way it is. So Zoom, you're going to see a little preview of each slide, but that's just, that's okay. That's how we'll do it. So Ruben, you can hear me and see the slides just fine?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, tremendous. Yeah, so Yolanda's going to say a couple words.
Hello, everyone. Yolanda Martinez Arenas, WFG National Title Company. Thank you so much for coming, whether you're via Zoom or in person. Thank you so much. And thank God it stopped raining. So it's beautiful, beautiful weather. Yeah. So excited. I'm so excited because business is picking up. We are busy. We are very busy. At the end of Christy's class, I'm going to give a few tips on what you should be prospecting and farming and how to get business. But I want to introduce a wonderful lady. I think most of you or all of you know her, and she provided a wonderful lunch. And that is our Alba Moy Estro. Come on, Alba, come and say a few things.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're enjoying the food. And we're going to have a beautiful class with Christy. So please enjoy and be a very productive and beautiful new year.
Thank you.
So I'm going to turn the class over to Christy, our star. And this is very valuable because you know what, you guys? Business is starting to pick up and we want you to get busy, get more listings. And Christy is going to tell you how to do it, okay? So without further ado, Christy Kennelly. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. It's nice. The sun is out finally. Thanks for coming out today. Hello, everybody on Zoom. Let's go ahead and get started. And it smells delicious in here, by the way. I wish you could smell it on Zoom. It smells amazing in here. All right. So today we're going to be talking about video CMAs. Video CMAs, woohoo! And why we want to do them, how to do them, et cetera, et cetera. So quickly, I'm Christy. For those of you who don't know me, I'm with a company called My Home. My Home is a sister company to WFG Title. So we both have the same parent company. So Yolanda and I are like sisters that way. And I'm so happy to have been invited to be here today. So I drove down from Sherman Oaks. It wasn't so bad, not in the rain. So all is good. And again, thank you to everyone who is on Zoom. Okay, so today's tactic, we're talking video comparative market analysis. So when I see video CMA, I think Video Country Music Awards. You know, people like me, we don't really know what that is. We're going to talk about maybe calling it something different, but for all of you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, a video CMA to hopefully generate some business. We're going to talk about why. Why would you want to learn this tactic? We'll talk about how you do it. And then we'll talk about tools that you need in order to do a video CMA, all of which can be free. You can do this at no cost, which is, I think, one of the best parts of this tactic. So a video CMA with past clients. Why do we want to do this? I'm going to dig a little deeper into that. We want to do this because most statistics are in your favor if you reach out to your sphere or your past clients on a regular basis. We're going to look at why video humanizes communication. We live in a world with a lot of digital pollution. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Our emails are full of junk. Our inboxes are full of junk. And so how do you cut through all that junk and show your authentic self and just communicate with another human being? Well, video allows us to do that. And we're going to talk about this rule of reciprocity and what that is. But generally speaking, if you do something nice for someone, they feel a little compelled to do something nice for you. It's human nature for the most part. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And then I just have agents who are reporting back that this works for them. And I'm going to show you the gentleman that gave this idea to me. His name's Jimmy Burgess. And we'll get into who he is a little bit later. Okay, so NAR statistics. I'm not going to necessarily go through every single, well, I'll go through most of these in some detail. But the good news is referrals are still your primary source of business. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Right? Online leads are rough. They are rough. Online leads can be rough. They take a lot of touches, right? But people who already know you and like you and trust you, they're a lot easier to get those referrals from. So according to multiple years of NAR's profile of home buyers and sellers, there's just great statistics in your favor. Let's look at a couple of these. Oh, I'll stay over here for Zoom. I'm trying to find my corner here for all of you on Zoom. So taking a look at this, here, I'll back up over here. We got a majority, 63% of sellers found their agent through a referral from a friend, neighbor, or relative, or used an agent they had worked with before to buy or sell a home. Okay, here it gets even better. 89%, almost 90% of buyers would use their agent again. 85% of sellers said they would definitely or probably recommend their agent for future services. But why is it not happening? I mean, if these are the numbers, why does it feel like that's not happening? We have to be honest with ourselves. Are we really keeping in touch with our past clients? Are we really doing that? And are we doing it effectively? So video CMAs and email. I am primarily talking about email today, sending a video through email. Now you might think, well, gosh, she just said digital pollution. Isn't email filled with a bunch of junk? It is, but it's getting better. So the world is definitely a bit spammy and non-personal and polluted, but that's only 46% of emails. It could be worse. The numbers are actually going down. There is less junk in our inboxes. That's good news. So that means, email is not dead in terms of being a marketing channel. And what we're going to look to do is humanize our email communication, because email can come off very cold, non-personal. How do we make it not cold? How do we make it more personal? We'll look into that. We're going to dive deep into that. Now, that rule of reciprocity that I talked about. Well, in many social situations, we like to pay back what we receive from others. So if we do something nice and make a video CMA for a past client and it's clearly 2 or 3 minutes long and we took that time, I think you will have earned the right to have asked them for some introductions to friends and family and neighbors. You earn it, right? And you'll see how that feels more natural when you've done something so nice for someone and it's so tailored and personal to them. It doesn't feel so bad to then say, my business thrives on referrals. If there's anyone you know that needs some support with real estate, I'd be thrilled if you would recommend me. Doesn't feel so bad after you've done a 2 or 3 minute video. And I'll show you this video. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming. Last but not least, I got this tactic originally from a gentleman named Jimmy Burgess. Jimmy is the chief marketing officer of his brand, and he is featured in Inman News nearly every day. Does anyone here read Inman? So Jimmy has articles every day, videos nearly every day. He is all over Inman News in addition to his own company channels. So there's Jimmy, and what's Jimmy's story? Well, Jimmy did this. He committed to making 1 video CMA a day, just 1 a day for 90 days. And he generated 11 million in listings. So 1 a day, takes him about 15 minutes, 1 a day, sends it to a different person every day, a different past client or someone within his sphere, and generated 11 million in listings. Yes, sir.
Do you have a sample?
Oh, yes, we're gonna show you. It's coming. It's coming. And I also have clients who are starting to report back to me that this is working for them. So, yeah, I feel like I need a drum roll, right? Okay, I'm gonna ask you to watch his video really carefully because we're gonna dissect it. We're gonna look at why is this so successful? What has he done here? So I want to give you a little idea of what to look for in the video that we're about to see. So watch carefully. How does Jimmy make the first few moments really compelling? I want you to look at what he's done. He's going to use Google Earth. And he's going to literally kind of zero in on this past client's property. It's a condo in Florida. He's in Florida. And he zeroes in on Google Earth. Now, if it's your home and you're seeing Google Earth, you're a little bit like, where's this going? What's he doing with my house? Is he going to literally like go in? Like, how close are we going to get to my house? This is really, really important because if someone watches the first 3 seconds of a video, there's a 50% chance they're going to go on and watch the whole thing. In fact, if it's just a 1-to-1 video, I think you've got a better chance than 50% because it's your home. So you got to hook them in 3 seconds. How do we hook them in 3 seconds? We hook them by showing their home on Google Earth. Because how do you not go, that's my house, what's happening, right? Very, very clever on his part. So watch how he uses Google Earth. Then watch how he delivers the content. So he has not memorized a professional script. It's not this polished, perfect video. He is going to tab over to his MLS and use the MLS as a cue card. So there's no need to memorize. You're going to see in the video, he didn't memorize anything. Now, is he familiar with the market? Yes, of course. Is he familiar with the property and the comps? Yes, but he's a professional. He was able to do that relatively quickly, but he's going to talk to us like we're his friend. It's not perfect. There'll be ums, there'll be thes. He's going to stammer a tiny bit. Who cares? He's talking to one person and one person only. So let's go ahead and watch the video, and then we'll talk about it a whole bunch more. So let's see, here we go.
Hey, Carrie, it's Jimmy Burgess. Hope you're doing well. Wanted to give you an update on what's been going on at Adagio. We've had some changes there. So let me just kind of pull this in here and kind of get you to a place where you can really kind of see a little better exactly what we're looking at as far as in Adagio right now. One of the things, I'm pretty sure you know this, but A, B, C, D, E, F, G, as far as the building numbers. And so what I want to do is I want to come in here and talk specifically about some of these that have sold recently in the last year to give you an update on your value to get you a better feel for where we are. So what I did is I just kind of broke down, obviously the ones that are off the water are going to be the ones south of $1 million. The ones on the Gulf are going to be the ones that were this higher price. So I'm going to really focus in on your place here to give you an idea. So if we're looking at this, basically with you being in building F, you've got here F201 right next door to you, sold beginning of last year. As a matter of fact, let me just show you the date here. This one actually sold on August 13th. So the end of the season last year is when that one sold, and it sold for.
Now you guys get the general idea. I know it's a little hard to hear in this room. Zoom, hopefully you were able to hear that just fine. I don't have to play the whole 3-minute video for you, but that's the idea. We start with Google Earth and we say, hey, how are you? Hey, Yolanda, it's been a minute. I know since we've touched base, but I'm trying something new. I'm using a little technology. I wanted to give you a home value report. That sounds a little bit better than a video CMA, right? I wanted to give you an update on your home value and what's going on in the neighborhood with your home and with the neighbors. So let's just go ahead and dive in and let's talk about the data. And he goes over to the MLS. And we start going through the MLS. He hasn't memorized anything. He was just looking at the MLS data. Making sense to everyone so far?
Yes.
This does not have to be overly thought. This does not have to be overly rehearsed. Just be familiar and be yourself and talk to that one client. Now, for everyone's sake, you might be wondering, well, how does he end this thing? Like, does he ask for the business? Does he not? That's going to be up to you. Now, Jimmy does a really soft sell at the end. I'll show it to you. And then we'll talk about maybe how we can be a little bit more aggressive. So let me move this to near the end. Here we go.
Overlooks the pool. So if we're looking at this, basically, this is building B. It has the pool area and the sound there versus the privacy of these two on the ends. So that kind of gets you an idea of where values are now. Listen, if you'd like more details or want me to get you an exact value, I'll be glad to. But just want to check in with you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well. If I can help in any way, don't hesitate to give me a call, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
That's it. Hey, I hope you're well. Hope the family's well. If I can do anything else for you, let me know. Really soft sell. Down. Do you have to do that in today's market? Today's market's a little different, right? So maybe we're a little more aggressive. Maybe in today's market, we say, oh, I hope that you found that helpful. Again, I'm trying something new, trying some new technology. By the way, my business thrives on referrals. And if you know anyone, friends, family, neighbors who have had a life event, and if they need real estate support, please send them my way. Otherwise, I hope your family's great. Hope you're great. Would love to catch up sometime. Why not? I mean, you just did a 2 or 3 minute video for them. You have earned the right to just say, my business thrives on referrals. Do you know anyone who's had a life event? I'll take care of them the way I took care of you. Like, we got to not be afraid to ask for that kind of the business that way. You've earned it. Trust me. This is so valuable to receive today. I would much rather look at a 3-minute video than a 30-page CMA. Yeah. Starting to make sense to everybody? So again, when you're thinking about that close, think about letting them know your business thrives on referrals. Ask, do they know anyone who's had a life event? So I think you say the words. We say the words. right? As opposed to that, if you know anyone looking to buy or sell, yeah, but right now, a lot of business is coming from people who are having life events, moving for work, divorce, death, diapers, diamonds. I'm thinking about all the D's, right? All the D's that happen in life. Ask after you've done that kind of report for them. So again, I think it's easier in our world today to ask for the business. Okay, so you can be as aggressive with your close or as soft with the close as you like. Totally up to you. I just think we can be a little more aggressive in today's world. Now, you might be thinking, okay, awesome, but how did he do that? Yeah, what's the technology? Okay, so let's talk about that. Google Earth is what he started with. That is free. They just updated it recently. I don't know if anyone's looked at it, but it's got a slightly different interface, but it's totally free. My kid loves it. He's gone all over the world on Google Earth. So we want to get familiar with Google Earth. You're actually going to have a little fun. It's okay. So Google Earth is your #1 tool. Then your MLS. Or whatever tool that you like to use that gives you comp information that you're comfortable with. Yeah, so whatever that tool may be, he used his MLS. You can use whatever you like. I just don't, here's what I don't want everyone to do. Don't scroll through 30 pages of material for me, right? What's nice about the MLS or nice about what Jimmy did is it was all on one page. You see how he was just kind of staying on one page and going through, here's your property, here's what's happening with the neighbors, here's the other neighbor, right? I wasn't looking at him scrolling through a big, long 30-page report. Don't do that to me, right? Make it easier on yourself. If it's all on one page, it's going to be a lot easier for you to do this quick 2 to 3 minute summary. Okay. Screen recording. Dun, 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 dun. How did he actually make the video? You're going to want to use a screen recording tool. And I'm going to give you a few of those to choose from. So let's first focus on Google Earth. So it'll take a moment for Google Earth to just sort of download on your computer. You're going to want to do these from your desktop or laptop primarily. And with Google Earth, you're going to want to get comfortable with the controls on the right-hand side of the screen. You're going to be able to zoom in or zoom out or come around and look at the front of the property. I mean, there's all kinds of fun, cool things you can do. Get familiar with that because I'm going to be honest with you, the hard part is to kind of talk while you're doing that. So what I have done when I've tried to, recreate these or do these myself is I'll say things like, hey, let's check out what's going on here on whatever Ranchito Boulevard. And let's zoom, and then I'll touch the zoom button. Let's zoom into your home and take a look at what's going on with your home value and what's going on in the neighborhood. But I'll do things like that to help myself use these little controls. But you're just going to want to hover over and maybe zoom in and go to maybe that front of the house view. And this is what's going to happen for the viewer. They're going to wonder, what are you going to do? And now you got them. You got them because you're zooming into my home. So we use Google Earth. Get familiar with the tools on the right-hand side. Okay. Screen recording tools. This is probably what you've been wondering about the most. Okay. There are a few of them out there. The one that I use that is it's a paid platform. For those of you that are like, I'm all in, I'm going to do more video communication. I'm a pretty big fan of BombBomb. Who's heard of BombBomb? Oh, most of the room. Awesome. So BombBomb allows you to just record yourself, or You can do screen recording, which is one of my favorite tools with BombBomb. You can record unlimited videos with BombBomb. BombBomb will put a little animated GIF, meaning the first 3 seconds of your video will appear to the consumer. So they see you waving, right? And they see that maybe there's something going on here with Google Earth. What's happening? BombBomb gives you really nice analytics. You're going to know who opened your email, did they watch the video, and how long did they watch it for? They'll give you all those analytics, and they'll give you the ability to text your video. That's kind of nice. Most people open up their texts. The video is going to be a little bit small on their screen, but they'll probably take a look at it. So, yeah, Ruben, you have a question?
When you text the videos, would that come from your own phone number?
Yes.
Okay, that's.
Yep. Now, BombBomb is probably, can't quote me on the price. I don't work for them, but I'm going to say roughly 32 to 40 bucks a month, something like that. If you're looking to not spend money right now, I totally understand, then you might want to consider a tool like Loom, Loom, loom.com. Loom is a free Chrome extension. It will allow you to make up to 25 videos for free. After 25, they're going to start making you delete videos. Now, how big a deal is that? You're like, oh no, I'm going to run out of room. Yeah, but I don't know. If someone says, oh gosh, Yolanda, I went to click on that link again, and the video is gone. What a great phone call to get, right? Oh, yeah, let me make another one for you. And let's talk about, did you have a question about the value of your home? I mean, it's just not a bad call to get. In fact, it could almost work in your favor. So 25 videos, you will get some analytics, some insights. I believe they put an animated GIF in a Gmail. For those of you who use Gmail, it works really well with Gmail. I believe you can text Loom videos. Bottom line, they've just got a free program, and if you love it, you can always upgrade to Loom, which is comparable in price to BombBomb, and get all the bells and whistles. Similar tool that is free is called Vidyard. You get up to 25 videos. They'll put a thumbnail in your email. You just might want to see which feels best for you, which technology feels a little easier, which user interface do you like better? I mean, it really comes down to just what do you like? Now, for anyone here who's super advanced and wants just to take video, email as far as they can, there's a company called Dubb, D-U-B-B. They're a paid program, but they have a lot of bells and whistles when it comes to video marketing. So you all have choices here. Vidyard, free. Loom, free. Both of them are Chrome extensions. You need to be using Chrome to work with those two programs. BombBomb is a paid platform, but they built their business on real estate. So they've made it really user-friendly with the idea that most of their clients are real estate agents. So lots of choices there. But let's take this a little bit farther. Let's assume you're going to do this. You're going to try. You're going to try to make a couple video CMAs. I want you to think a little bit more about your subject lines. So these are one-to-one videos, meaning these will likely get opened. If these are going to people you already know, they're going to past clients, they're probably going to open your email. But let's put a little effort into it. What do we want to say in a subject line? I would use the word video and put it in brackets. I do this all the time. I know Yolanda get an email from me once a week, and it always has something in brackets, right? That can get your open rate up by 20%. Put people's first names in a subject line. They'll love it. again, you've got a relationship with them. It's not gonna feel like spam. It's gonna feel like, oh, you took a moment for me. Thank you. I'll open this. Bless you. Emojis. You can have fun with this. If you want to put a little emoji in a subject line, it lightens things up, makes it feel personal, makes it feel conversational. So when we put all of this together, maybe your subject lines look something like this. Video, Christy, your real estate asset performance. That sounds very financial and important. Maybe I should look at that. Or video, Christy, don't look at your 401k. Look at this. It's going to be better news probably about the value of my home than what's going on with my 401k these days. Try the word watch. Watch, little emoji or symbol. Christy, your home value summary, your home equity report, your home value report. Use words that are going to make sense to me. Again, CMA, what do we think it stands for? Country Music Award, right? So, just be careful. We just don't know. We consumers, we don't know. And there's so many acronyms in real estate. Now, some of you might be thinking, okay, I like this. The emoji thing's fun, but how do I get emojis if I'm on my desktop? How do I do that? Well, there's a couple little secrets here. If you're on a Mac, if you press Command, Control, Spacebar at the same time, it pulls up a little emoji keyboard. You're going to be like, oh, was there this whole time? Who knew? If you're on a Windows, on a PC, you press the Windows logo key and period at the same time, and that pulls up an emoji keyboard. So you can still use emojis when you're on your desktop or laptop if you want. Those are just two fun little hacks that most people don't know about. Cool. All right. Who here is relatively new to the business? Anybody? Oh, all veterans. Okay. I love it. This was my tip for if anyone on Zoom is relatively new. You might say, oh, I'm new. I don't have past clients. This doesn't work for me. Aha. This works for everybody. If you're brand new to the business, you can reach out to people that you know and tell them you're trying some new technology. For those of you, if you're trying new technology, which you are, be honest about it and say in the video, I'm trying something new. I would love your feedback. This is some new technology. Let me know what you think of this video report of your home value. People love to give feedback, and generally people like to be supportive, but you can be that honest about it. As you are trying to learn this stuff, give yourself some grace. Don't feel like you have to be perfect. Experiment on a couple people. Ask them what they think. Get the feedback. I bet they'll be happy to tell you, you did great. You did great. That was really cool. I didn't know. Whatever, I thought Zillow was what I should be looking at, right? For my home value. Point being, this is for everyone, and everyone can be honest about trying something new, and it's okay. It's totally okay. The secret here is that, to get ahead, you just gotta get started. Just gotta try, right? More than once. So again, Jimmy Burgess committed to making one of those every day for 90 days and did 11 million in listings, uncovering repeat and referral business. That's how he uncovered it. And you saw it wasn't that high pressure of a close. He was just trying to be of value. And again, it's easier for someone like me to consume that than a 30-page report dropped on my doorstep that I didn't ask for. Right? It's just different. All right. Follow up. It's funny. There's so much discussion around follow up in real estate and in sales and in marketing. And I try not to use the word follow-up. I try to think of it as opportunities to provide more value, right? So your follow-up is really, really important. What I like to do sometimes after I email somebody something, if it's really important, I'll text them right afterwards and say, I just sent you an email. Let me know what you think. I do that with my husband and my son. All right. I've sent them an important email. Then I text them saying, hey, check your email. Now you guys won't say, hey, check your email, but something like this. I just sent you an email. Let me know what you think. I just sent you an email with a video. Ooh, let me know what you think. Let me know you got it. I call this the double tap, right? Email and then text them. You can also go the other route. You could text them. And if they don't open it or say something, you could send them a little email saying, hey, what'd you think of that video I texted you? Either way, but probably your most effective tactic is send the email and then text them shortly after saying, oh, check your email. Let me know. Let me know what you thought of my new technology. So to recap what we've learned today, the tools that you need are Google Earth, some kind of tool that helps you understand comps quickly. So that could just be your MLS, or if you have access to another tool that easily shows you comps. And then the screen recording tools, you get to decide, but you can experiment with BombBomb, that's paid, but they should offer a free trial. Dub is the other one that's paid, but they should offer a free trial. Loom is free, Vidyard is free. You'll just have to delete videos after you hit 25 of them. But if you get to 25, we're all doing jumping jacks, right? I mean, that's great if you got that, if that's a great problem to have. Cool. Did everybody learn something today?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Can you start imagining how you might use screen recording in other situations? So I'm just showing us, MLS information in Google Earth. You could follow up to leads with something like this. You can explain anything complex in a transaction. You can show something in a contract. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do to visualize and humanize your emails. Now, it doesn't have to be every email. That would be a little silly. You're not going to sit there and make videos all day long at your desk. But could a video replace one phone call? Maybe. Is it going to be a little more impactful if that phone call went right to voicemail and no one really checks voicemail these days? Could a video have done better for you? Maybe. If you texted it or emailed it, maybe. So with that, I know, Yolanda, you wanted to, I'll wrap up after you give your
Okay.
talk. Yeah.
So piggybacking back on what Christy said, the video is also good in many other ways, not just a CMA, as Christy was saying. How about their birthday? Because if you represent the seller and you ask to get their SI, you have their birthdays. So isn't that neat to do a video and say happy birthday? That's prospecting. How about you close escrow on their home? If you represent the buyer and you do a 1-year anniversary and you do a video on that. Again, what you're doing is continuously prospecting, but prospecting in a different way. You can even do, and I think Christy, you discussed this on another class we did. How about holiday videos? Okay, that's more personal. What you have to do is be different. You have to go the extra mile. You have to be different and better than your competitors, which I know all of you are. I know hands down, all of you are already, but you want to be different and go the extra mile. So that's why when I love this video CMA or video, anything to do with that prospecting, because you got to be in front of your customers. So I'm gonna ask a question. I want all of you to be honest. And I know out there in Zoom, I can't see your hand, but how many of you, after the close of escrow, whether it's a buyer or seller, and how many of you follow up with your clients on a yearly basis or biannual basis or in contact? Okay, remember I've always said you should be working smarter, not harder. Working smarter is prospecting your past customers because they already have a working relationship with you. They already know you. They already love your services. So why are you going to just ignore them and let them go to somebody else? Okay. In addition to, again, that repeat business, referral business. So let me tell you what an agent is doing. And we're only, what is it, February, what is it today? February 19th, 20th, something. Oh my God. This client, when he closes a transaction, whether he represents him as the buyer or the seller, and most of the time it's a seller, you know that he makes an appointment with them and meets with them for either out to lunch, out to dinner, or out for coffee. So far, he's already gotten 3 sales, referrals.
Wow.
Closed 2 already. And we're just in the beginning of the year. Because he does not close the transaction and says goodbye to that client and walks away. He's already worked hard for that client. He's already gave him VIP service. So he goes a step closer, a step further, I should say. And he makes an appointment, breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, whatever. And he's gotten 3 referrals, and all of those are in escrow, 2 already closed. Great idea. Simple. We all have to eat. Why not eat with good company? Why not eat with somebody you've already done business with? Again, you're prospecting. Don't work harder, work smarter. So you want to just keep going with your existing customers. Then the second group of people that you should be in contact with are your family and friends. Even if you haven't sold them anything yet, you will. But let them know, because I can't tell you how many times I've had conversations with my agents that they told me they lost a listing or they lost a sale because their relative bought through somebody else and they said, oh, I didn't know you were in real estate. Oh, I didn't know you were still in the business. It's like, so you want to prospect all your, family, friends. And then the third group, still working in the smarter category, not harder, is your sphere of influence or people you do business with. And I've said this before and it happened. Okay, another agent just this week told me, would you believe it, Yoli, I have an appointment with the lady from the cleaners that owns the cleaners that I go to. There you go. She wants to buy units. So he made an appointment with her, came into the office, had her pre-qualified. She's got good down payment. She owns the cleaners in which this client does business. So you put money in somebody's pocket, you have the right to ask for that back. Your doctors, your dentist, your barber, hair salon people, nail shop, anybody that you put money and do business, you have the right to ask for it in reciprocate, okay? That same client, he prospect the people he does business. The doctor, he's doing a lease. Hey, that pays too, but he's prospecting the people he does business with. So again, don't work harder, work smarter. So those are all very, very important things that I want all of you to do. I promise you, I guarantee you, you do that and you're going to get a call, you're going to get a listing, you're going to get a sale. And then I want you to call me and say, Yoli, it worked. It worked. And that's what I want to hear. I like to hear success stories because when you're successful, I'm successful and I want that. The other thing, tip, I'm just going to let you guys know what's hot right now and what are the people who are listing their homes. And it's mainly your senior citizens and absentee owners. Okay. Most of my transactions right now, my sales transactions are properties that are vested in a trust, senior citizens. Senior citizens that either house deteriorated and that cannot live in that house by themselves anymore, or they cannot be on their own, or unfortunately they have to go to a convalescent home or maybe their children's home, or unfortunately they passed away. Okay. and or the house is too big and they want to downsize. So that is a group, I say the majority of my sales, and I've been talking to other title reps, my friends, and they agree. It's absentee owners and senior citizens, okay? Alba, what would you say a lot of the sales transactions that are going on right now are people up there in age or trust or probate or, so that's what you want to do. Okay, you want to prospect farm. I can help you. Give me a call. I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and we can order your farm for senior citizens or properties vested in a trust or absentee owners, or let's merge the two and you'll increase your odds. But I just know all of you are going to have such an awesome year. I'm so excited. So I'm here. I've been in the business 42 years. I started when I was 2. No, I'm lying about that. I'm lying about the 2 part, but I've been in the business. This is my 42nd year. I've seen the cycles and we're on an up cycle right now. And that's what I'm so excited. And that's why I'm excited when I bring Christy, who has so much valuable information, and that way you can, you know, use what fits your personality, what fits your style, so that you can go out there and be just as successful as you want to be. And I would be so happy. And I share in that passion. I'm very passionate about that. Any questions? Any questions? No?
Yeah.
So the last thing I just want to say, I hope everybody, I hope enjoyed the lunch, Alba Moy. And I wouldn't be doing my job, just like you wouldn't be doing your job if you go to listing presentation or showing property and say what property you want to write up. I hope I earn the right to work on your next transaction. I will work super hard. I'm a great team member with a lot of valuable information and experience. I'd love to have that chance and opportunity. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Alex, have a question.
Christy, you mentioned another name for the Country Music Award.
Another name for the CMA?
We could say Professional Equity Assessment Report.
There you
There
go,
you
Alex.
go.
I think you should have that
I've
trademark.
been using this for, it sounds more, even though it's longer, but it's more professional.
Yeah, no, there you go. I think you got that.
Professional Equity Assessment Report.
Professional
remember-
Equity Home Assessment Report.
Assessment.
Yeah.
See, well, I like we said, we have to be different, and Alex is being different. So that's what you have to be. You have to be better and different than your competitors. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's another
Yes.
question
I
here.
mean, what you mentioned today is also related to GPT, like a.
Chat GPT.
Does this relate to Chat GPT? Well, let me think about that. I mean, if you really needed a little help with what to say to a past client, you could maybe ask Chat GPT to help with that. But mostly I just want you to be natural, organic. Just talk to them as if they're right there in front of you. Now, if you all are interested in learning a bit more about Chat GPT, I do that as well. So I'm just putting my information up here. Oops, not that one. Sorry. If you want, just reach out to Yolanda. If you would like to schedule any time with me to go over Chat GPT, or video CMAs or the tools we covered today, Yolanda has direct access to my calendar, knows where I am 24/7.
Yes.
So just reach out to Yolanda. And are there any other questions? Now's the time. No?
It's a great time. Business is picking up. So
Cool. Did everyone get at least one good tip out of today?
Yes.
Awesome. Have a great rest of the day. Everybody here, everybody on Zoom, have a great rest of the day.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, one moment. Let me just hit the record button. Great. And let me just log out of Zoom here.